welcome back to another episode of Run. Today we are wrapping up bow season, so we're deep into rifle already. I'm not gonna have a video, guys, for this week. I mean, it's been a grind between real work and rifle season. There's just nothing like the busyness that comes with this time of season. So we're gonna wrap up bow season. We have, what is it, like 5 hunts I'm gonna quick talk about. We're gonna show clips, and bow season for 2024 will be over for us. No one really late season hunts. I don't late season hunt. It's time to put the hunting stuff away and get ice fishing stuff. You know, I know bow season goes like January in Wisconsin, like I get it, but once rifle season's wrapped up, we're all pretty burnt out, and my eyes turn to ice fishing anyway. So we wrap up our bow season with a few hunts. We go out with Jordan and indecision mode. We flip a coin to go where we're going, and then when we're in the cornfield, we have to choose, you know, east or west. And we chose east. So let's just hop over, take a quick peek at that hunt.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, this is how we're deciding where we're hunting tonight. Heads is mine, tails is corn. Tails.
Tails, corn it is?
Corn it is.
All right, that works.
Let's do it.
All right. So yeah, we chose the wrong side. If we would have just ended up on, if we would have just chose to go to the other side, we would have shot a biggin. Really fun hunt though, seeing all those deer, being on a new property for the first time after I had shot my buck. It felt good to go get in a tree again and see some deer. I had a lot of fun with that. And then after that, I believe I went out with Hunter. We had to do some trail camera maintenance stuff, and went out with Hunter on a public land spot that I was prepping for gun season. Now this one's going to be a short clip because 3 things happened. One, I went to go do the trail camera maintenance. It wasn't checking in. I thought the batteries were dead. I opened the battery tray and it was just water. That camera has since not been working as well, so that RIP. And then we didn't see any deer until like the very end, and then once we were in the tree, I kind of realized what I was looking at, and I realized I didn't really want to be in there anymore. So we just kind of scratched that one off the list of places to go sit. But here's a couple of clips from me and Hunter. He said the only reason he's coming with is to scout duck ponds, but I mean, that's the natural next step because he's gonna shoot a deer tonight, so I'm really hopeful for this spot. So like I had said earlier, I have a camera back in here that needs batteries, and I didn't want to go back in there without a bow. And since I tagged out, I've been waiting for a friend to come agree to it. So got one to come out. We're gonna go sit out there. It's gonna be one of those weird evenings where it's gonna be a sweaty, hot walk in, but it's gonna be a cold sit. So we got a nice south wind for the spot. It's gonna be great. It's a long, easy walk. They also mowed the trail, which, cha-ching, let's go. Nice, easy walk. It's just a long one. So we're gonna get back in there, get the batteries in, climb up a tree. And then we went out with Jason, and man, did we mess up with Jason on the first day. Once again, kind of indecisive, and in the morning, on the way to where we were gonna hunt, I changed the plan. I wanted to sit somewhere else. I had scouted the day earlier. I felt really good about it, and I said, hey, let's go sit here, and he agreed. So let's take a quick peek at that morning. Today, I'll tell you a little story first. 12 or 13 years old, maybe 14, not important. Me and Jordan went out hunting middle of November, and we got up, didn't make it to our tree stands. We got up on this old box blind, like no blind on there anymore, just the platform. And for 2.5 hours, it was utter chaos. Just bucks and does. I mean, I saw more deer that day than I think I ever have on another sit since, and it was non-stop chasing. Just buck chasing a doe, 2 bucks chasing him, buck chase this way, buck fighting over here, does run that way, does run this way. And I've been chasing that feeling ever since. But that is a quintessential, like, middle of November sit, right? Like, that is what everyone wants to see. That's what everyone wants to feel. And you can get those days, but ultimately it's a situation where one of two things has to happen. Either A, you're in there every day for 7-8 days straight, which doesn't really happen in the middle of November. Everyone's already taken their vacation, so you're just popping in a couple days at a time. Or 2, the stars align. That's what we're hoping for today, is the stars align for us. Jason, I'm hunting with Jason again today, and we're in a spot that could lend itself to similar movement. It is an area where the wind is right. There's 1,000 doe beds to the south of us, and it's slightly funneled. So we have a massive swamp to our east. We have like wide open prairie grass to our west. Should definitely funnel deer. And being on that north side of the bedding, we should definitely get bucks coming and checking. So I don't think we'll get skunked today. We got to hope those stars align and the big buck comes off a doe today and comes and checks this bedding. Either way, I think we're early enough that we're going to be set up, hopefully set up with enough time that we beat all the deer in there. But ultimately, that's what today is all about, stars aligning. But either way, for the sake of time, let's finish getting ready and get out there. Pumped for today, even though we could get skunked. It's middle of November, could go anywhere. All right, quick little recess, and we're going to be back at it here shortly. We got cold, and the cold beat the confidence out of us, not going to lie. So we decided to tear down. As soon as we hit the base of the tree, camera I have about 400 yards away, had a little buck on it, and we were like, of course, the deer are moving now, but we still just committed to leaving and moving for the evening to a spot where we've had deer on camera before. And then we get to the truck, I open my phone, and sure enough, where we're gonna move to had a shooter on it. Where we were gonna go sit for the evening had a shooter right on top of it. So we decided to just not try to bust in there and get up. Ran to town, got some coffee. I took a meeting, call, and now we're gonna head back out. Jason is already in the tree. He's already set up in the tree, so I just gotta set up the platform and be in my saddle. So setup for me should be really quick now that he's already ready to go. Got the sticks up, and either way, we'll have, once I'm in the stand set up, we'll have a roughly 2.5, almost 3 hour sit left ahead of us. Fingers crossed we can make something happen this evening. But, that's just our luck, just last second decision to sit somewhere else in the morning. That spot ended up not being the greatest. I like it for rifle, don't get me wrong. Definitely not a bow stand. It has really good bow opportunities. Anyway, I'm talking too long here. We decided to sit in the new spot. If we would have sat where we're going to sit this evening, there's a real good chance that this buck would have been dead, instead of hope now and pray that he decides to make a big loop and come back through again. So either way, too much talking, let's get in the tree. Welcome back to another episode, everyone. Quick intro today. Probably the last bow season video of the year, which is crazy. I feel like I hunted a ton this year, but at the same time, like, not enough. But either way, me and Jason are going to go get in some public land again, and fingers crossed we make something happen. We are going to go glass into this bedding area that I got to change some batteries in first. Once we get the batteries changed in this camera, we're going to head out in the woods. But I'm bringing a camera. I got my binos. We're going to glass this bedding area. You can see down in it really well. The wind's good for it. Maybe we make a ground stock today. But either way, me and Jason, public land. The last bow season video of the year. I know. A lot of you, I get the comment every year, it goes till January. Late season isn't for me. After this November push and rifle season just drains me. It's break time before ice fishing, where I edit videos, get all the taxes stuff ready, business stuff ready, spend time with the wife again. We always have holidays and Christmases together and families. So rifle season is the end of my hunting season every year. I always leave my cameras out just in case, maybe get a warm day and a giant's on camera. I would obviously go after it with somebody, but ultimately today is probably the last bow season video. Rifle season will be the last hunting videos, and then it's on to ice fishing, which I'm super excited for. But either way, let's get out there and change some batteries. And that's a wrap on the 2024 bow season. So it was a crazy year for everyone that kind of like contributes to Sgto Outdoors. It was pretty much trying new properties, new land, first time ever somewhere, including myself. So it was a lot of just trying to figure the deer out stuff, which if you've done that before, you end up with a lot of skunked sits, you end up bumping deer, you end up just not in quite the right spots, and sometimes it takes a couple years to figure it out. So I'm really, 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 really excited for next year, especially with some of the prospects that are still popping up on cameras. And now that you have a year under our belts, we can definitely narrow down those deer for next year. So that's ultimately what it comes down to, is just life got busy, we're all hunting new property, and it just didn't really work out for us. I got one, probably gonna put it on the wall, but ultimately it wasn't the deer I was after kind of situation, so it is what it is. But 2024 bow season in the books. I appreciate every single last one of you that watch these videos. And if you watched it this far, a special thank you to you. So without further ado, the next few videos are going to be all rifle season. I mean, you can probably tell how tired I look. It's a grind. I don't know why rifle season's such a grind. It's like the same amount of stand time and stuff, but for some reason, it just takes that out of me. Either way, the next few episodes are going to be rifle season, then we're on to ice fishing. So either way, if you only watch for bow hunting stuff, thank you for watching. Can't wait to see you next year. We're going to hit the food plots hard. It's going to be great. We're going to scout a lot more public land next year. We're going to get after it. But without further ado, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, see you in the woods.